retired James Bond is enjoying his post-spy life with his wife. However, Spectre finds him and attempts to kill him, forcing James Bond to make some tough decisions. Felix Leiter then asks for help in rescuing a kidnapped scientist, which goes awry and reveals a more sinister plot may be at hand after an assassination attempt on Bond's life just misses. We've not only never seen a James Bond with Daniel Craig, we've never seen a James Bond movie at all. Not a single one. Just wasn't something I was interested in.
Yes, you heard right. Never seen a James Bond film before. And much like Mission Impossible, you've never seen any of those movies before. So the last one, which, for the same reason, seen the trailers, looked at it, it's like, this looks good. Should check it out.
I'm not interested in a whole lot of spy movies. You really have to be... You just have to really make a good one to like catch my interest and hold it. That being said, I'm also really, really sad that I waited this long to watch a James Bond film with Daniel Craig in it. I wouldn't go back and watch with the other actors, but I wish that I had seen the others with Daniel Craig, because I really enjoyed this movie, and I wish I knew a little bit more of what was going on in his past life, having watched this one.
Yeah, I think, casual fan, right? I think Spectre shows up in the previous movie or maybe two movies before that. So, hey, now we have some movies to watch after Halloween's done.
Yeah.
We'll go back and watch this series.
Yeah.
Kind of like what we did with The Kingsman, too. It's like, oh, you know what? Let's watch The Kingsman, right?
Yeah, because we saw the trailer for the third one that's coming out. We're like, oh, third one. Like, we heard good things about the first and second, but hadn't seen them. Luckily, that was only 2 films. We have a lot of catching up to do with James Bond.
Yeah. I enjoyed it as well. And, I thought the opening was good. And it had something that I really enjoy about films where it takes advantage of the opening credits. And it had a song with Billie Eilish in there singing, No Time to Die. Mm-hmm. She's good. She's really good. I enjoyed the song. And that was really the only song in the entire movie. But the artwork and the style that was played throughout the entire thing was pretty awesome, with the hourglasses and the cells and guns. Oh, that was so neat.
That was really cool.
Now, the premise of the movie is, James Bond is retired. He's enjoying his life, and he gets roped into saving a scientist by the CIA. So he's doing some moonlighting in his retirement for the CIA, and then he falls into a plot that is essentially to assassinate him, and it goes, awry. And then, we then pick up the story from there as he's trying to figure out, hey, what the hell is going on here? Is Spectre involved? Is somebody after Spectre? Is somebody after me? Etc. So he's going down that path. So we have some really good twists and turns in this. This film was set to come out over a year ago. And having watched this movie, it wasn't delayed, I feel, for COVID reasons that every other movie was delayed. This movie is about a virus that is weaponized. So I think if they would have released it anytime sooner, it would have been in poor taste. And I haven't seen any reviews bashing it for that reason. But, it's not Disney here, where Disney went and changed Falcon and Winter Soldier because the theme of that show was going to be around a virus being unleashed as a weapon. So they kept it in and they just moved it back for the right reasons. Daniel Craig, amazing acting job. Very good action in the film. And we had a couple other actors in it. A Knives co-star was in this movie.
Ana de Armas. Not positive that's how you say it exactly, but in my English didn't take Spanish class persona, that's the way it's being said. Yep. And there's also Rami Malek.
Maybe it's just me. He's overrated.
I like Rami Malek.
He is overrated. Everybody's like, oh my God, it's Rami. He's so great. He's okay. He was nothing to write home about in this movie at all, I think. I think he was a subpar, weak villain. compared to other villains that I've seen. I think we got the best dialogue, and this is why I said, that Rami Malek isn't so great. The best dialogue came with Daniel Craig and other characters of the movie, where between them two, I think it was a little weak, and there was not enough screen time between the two of them in this movie. Also in this film was the new 007, or the replacement 007, because, Daniel Craig, James Bond, is retired. And they list her name in the credits as Naomi, but she was going by 007. And she is played by Lashana Lynch. She was pretty awesome. So, we talked about it. The actors and actresses all did a superb job. The story was very good. Action was very good. It just hit on all levels. And it's one of those films that, having not seen how all the other James Bond films end, you're like, man, what the hell is going to happen here next? And it's nice to go to a movie, especially an action film, where it's like, oh my God, could they possibly, kill somebody here that you don't think is going to be killed? And do they do it? I'm not going to tell you, but it was nice to have that type of feeling again, because, you go to see, Mission Impossible films, and of course, I'm sure anybody that's been seeing all the James Bond films is always going to expect, well, main protagonist is always going to make it out at the end. So it's nice to have that feeling where you don't know if that's actually going to happen.
Yeah. And no post-credit scenes.
Yeah, no post-credit scenes other than the typical James Bond will be back.
Yeah, will be back. But we don't know. Who will that be? Will it be Daniel Craig? Will it be somebody else? We don't know.
Yeah, I don't follow up on the articles about James Bond or 007 stuff because I've never been a fan. Still don't know if I am going to be a fan of the series, but it's been rumored for a long time that he was retiring from the role. Yeah. So I think he's like 2 films overdue for retirement.
Yeah, I believe he wanted to retire a couple of films ago, and I think at one point he actually had said he was retired, and then they kind of convinced him to come back. It was probably a really good paycheck.
Yeah. So what do you rate this one?
So I'm going to, just because some of the characters didn't have enough screen time either together or on their own, I'm going to give it an A.
Yep. I'm right there with you. First James Bond movie, I'm going with an A, and it's for that same reason. They introduced some really cool characters, like, Rami Malek. His introduction in the movie was pretty badass. It was horror-esque. Yeah. Which was really nice. Yeah. And he didn't kind of wear that mask throughout the entire movie. I thought that would have added an extra creep element to it.
Yeah, I felt like he should have kept wearing the mask. And also, Ana de Armas, she was barely in the movie. So. Yeah.
So, are you like us? Have you seen James Bond before? Have you been on the fence about watching any of those movies? Or do you think we're crazy for not having watched any of them before? Let us know in the comments. Hey, let us know if there's any movie, if you've seen this, that is on par with this one in the franchise. I may want to go and watch an older one with Sean Connery. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see.
I'm not a Sean Connery fan, so I will not be partaking in that. But I would go back, I think, and watch the ones with Daniel Craig.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
But I don't think that I'm not Sean Connery. I don't like him.
All right.
Maybe Pierce Brosnan?
Yeah.
He played it? Yeah, I might watch that. I like Pierce Brosnan. So, yeah.
I don't know if I like younger Pierce Brosnan. I like older Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, I think, older Pierce Brosnan's, he's, a little cranky now. So I kind of like that. I think it works well when he's in the movies. One that we watched recently, and he was, kind of like that. He was still badass, but he was like a cranky old man. So that kind of fit.
Anyway, so, let us know what you think about this in the comments. Don't forget that we are in the middle of 31 days for Halloween, so there's a lot of great content that is out there for you to check out, including reviews from us every single day about horror gems.
Yeah, you might get sick of us. You're going to see us a lot.
Yep. It's a lot of editing.
But, of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, and share.
Yes, definitely share. And until later today or tomorrow or the next day or this weekend. See ya.
See ya.